Hi everyone, hope you're okay. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Athena is down here. Tipped it down. Here she is. Are you going to say hello? So, went out with the girls a couple of weeks ago and we went to a garden centre up near us called Golden Days Garden Centre. I like that one. They sometimes have some random things and this time they did. It happened to be one of those times. So I bought myself something which is in the window, which I'll get for you after and I'll show you because it's something a bit different. I've never seen it, they only had the one. And then I bought George.
Nobody knows me like you do. You just read my mind. Nobody gets me.
The Anthurium polycysticum. So it's got all these little fingers. He likes this kind of look. So I thought today what we do is pop this one up. We've also been out today and George has bought himself 2 new plants, so I can only see one. Just checking because it's got aerial roots. I don't want to just whack it off this pole and rip it apart. Very nice roots there. Very, very, very nice. So yeah, George is here and Buddy's here as well. The full family day today. George is doing the editing as we speak. There we go. Don't like those things. Looking like plug plants because I think this one is a pudding by lots of things because that's the cutting base there. So there shouldn't be any necks of death. So it was cut in, so we can cut there, and obviously we can cut there because that's where the first main plant would have grown from. And then this is the new growth point, which we will put up against the moss pole. As I've got a proper moss pole for it. There's 2 others. How much was this? So this was £13.99. 3 months for that, so. Yeah, that one's another cut in. You can see the base of that one. And so is that one. So yeah, it's 3 cuttings. They've all rooted really, really well. So no death colours, which is good. Soil's actually a really good soil mix as well. We'd never have problems with golden days. There's the next cutting. As you can see, there's the cutting base because it's root from here. And then this is the last one, which seems to have the most roots of all. But yeah, not literally no roots have fallen off there whatsoever. So that's good. So let's try and figure out what to pot. Keep the label. And stick it in the back of the moss. I was thinking this one because decent sized pot. But now you might need more if I'm putting moss pole in. I've not even got my microphone on. Sorry guys. It's a bit of a rush. It wasn't at all. I was just not thinking straight, obviously. This is my one. I thought I might as well get it while you're here. And the reason I thought that was because I was like, oh, I've just peeled your label off. I may as well reuse the labels. Ooh. Plus, if I reuse the labels, later down the line, I'll still remember how much it cost me. This was also $13.99, and this is a Cissus Quadrant. It's really weird. It's succulent. It's really rigid, really stiff. Roots do come out of these. Did have leaves all the way down. They're all dead, or hanging off, or oh god, that's not a nice sound. Or on its last legs. So it is part of the grape family. But yeah, so this was my one that I bought for me, and obviously this polycysticum is the one that I bought for George. Put that down there for now. Right, so let's get back to it. Fill the bottom of the pearl with soil media, because you don't want your moss down there, you don't want your moss in your soil. That'll do nicely. Then we need to find a way to attach. I don't know if that's going to be big enough. Please will you get me a bigger pot? They're in the front hall. Didn't quite realise how big the roots were. And then when you put that in, the root's too big. we want to get the aerial roots to attach to the pole, because then your pole becomes another part of your pot. Essentially, it's a pot extension because all your roots grow in it. So I think if we do that, that's the newest part, so that's probably the best bit to stick against the pole. And then if we tie it there, or clip it there. Let's get a clip. There's got another shoot off there, but I don't know if that's... Oh. Is that a leaf? Or that looks like an inflow. Because this is definitely the main part of the plant, so yeah. Roots in the soil. Clip that to there. Might take that bottom leaf off. It's sticking out the side enough, it'll be okay. And this one is there, that's the main part of the plant with the roots. So yeah, this one. And then this one, this is the main part of the plant with the roots here, and this has got the smallest root system, so this one can go in the middle. And I'm hoping that'll work, that will work. Tap. And then what you need to make sure with moss poles is that you fill behind the moss pole. It just gives it a little bit more anchoring. Literally I can pick mine up by the moss pole sometimes, most of the times. So I like to have a slightly backwards tilt, because most of my plants are front heavy. This one shouldn't be too bad, so it doesn't need to have as much of a tilt. How was your Easter, guys? I know it was a few weeks ago for you lot, but it's Good Friday today, which is why George is home. As you know, George doesn't usually here with me during the day, because he has his work, but we've actually been out today. Got some lovely aerial roots which will make sure go into the soil. That one should attach to that relatively easy. That one will need a clip. And that one maybe alright. That one might not need a clip actually. Oh yeah, So that's the Polycysticum. That was $13.99. I like it. It's cool. It's kind of palmy-esque with the leaves, and the leaves are undulated. They're roughly, as you can see. But that is literally as easy as that. That's how you do a moss pole. Make sure that you've got your roots to the pole. It gives your plant one way to face, so these leaves will start being forward because the light isn't going to come from behind eventually, because all this will be full of moss and roots, hopefully. Make sure it's moist, keep it nice and moist. As you've seen with my Esmeraldens, the roots do grow out the top, then we have to extend and so on and so forth. But yeah, Anthurium polycysticum, labelled. I'm getting better at this, guys, getting so much better. So this was, it was an idea, just to give it a shot. Better not be a pestilence in my house on Good Friday. As you can see, it's a Alocasia stingray. It was reduced because it's, well, look at it, not happy. So it was only £5. So we're like, oh well, if it dies, it dies, and we can go corn digging. So let's do that. This is also from a garden centre up near us, which is generally quite a good one, but oh, it's got a really good root system. Really happy roots. So maybe it was just dry. Have you decided what you want it in? The soil's actually really nice soil mixture as well. It's mainly cocoa peat. Cocoa husk? It's been a long day. You want it in pan? Right, okay. I'm going to go and get a bowl of warm water because George has decided he wants it in pan, so we need to get as much of the soil off it. Oh, that's lacquer. Maybe there isn't pan. Oh, I've got pan in there, it's fine. I'll bring that through. If you just pop that in there, and go, and go, and go. Be right back. Will you do me? I don't know what I normally wash my stuff in with. I need to go back and watch videos and find out what I actually do. Sorry about that, guys. So as you know, a bowl of warm water. God, I splashed myself in everything. I'm dirty. It just helps get it off the roots easier. So yeah, very good root system, but let's have a look underneath. I don't want to miff it off too much, but I know these generally have, death threats. It's got loads of little tiny corns, but none that'll do anything off the plant, so we're best leaving them on for now.
They're all actually attached.
What?
They're actually attached.
I've just said I'm going to leave them attached. Do you want to come and do this? It was our editor trying to take a director's role. I'm not feeling a death net. A little colour of doom. Not feeling one, but let's wash this off. Nope, there isn't one, I don't think. We may be in luck. Yes, there's two tiny corms there. These white little antenna things here and here. They're going to stay on. I'm not taking them off because they're still getting a lot of sustenance from the plant. Plant's healthy enough. Yeah, that leaf can stay on. Just going to get rid of this water and get some fresh because we need to keep it as clean as possible. Nice and clean water. Just wash as much of this off as we can. Don't need to be perfect, guys. It just needs to be as clean as you can get it without damaging the plant too much. That pink root. Really pink, that. Like an earthworm. Oh, it's only pink on one side. How bizarre. I found a third corm, I think, possibly. Yep, third corm. Again, it's got roots and a stalk, but it's still really small, so it's your plant, it's your call. Sorry about that brief interlude. The SD camera ran out of memory because we've had a lot going on, so we missed a week or two because our laptop went kaput. So we had to then buy a new laptop, and I'm going to use this. I'm going to ask... Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
I'm going to trim some of the roots off because they're going to die anyway, because they need to transform from soil to water roots. So I'm going to trim some of the roots. So this massive root system that it does have, I'm probably going to cut this much off. I'm going to keep that pink one because it's weird. And go through and take any that look a little bit sus, because they will just rot anyway. And when you're doing semi-hydro, you don't want anything really rotty going in there from the off, because it's just tempting fate. It's bad. It's bad news, guys. Let me get my snips. No. Don't come back. Through the tripod. So let's be a little bit brutal, but in the end it's going to do the plant a world of good. Because when you trim your roots, it doesn't say actually then make the plant want to grow more roots, so Yeah, that'll be okay. Move them to a side. This is where it gets noisy again, guys, sorry. And George, she wants some hydro. Trying to make sure you can see. Let's put it down a tiny bit more, just a tiny bit. There we are. Let's go this way. So yeah, corms are here, they'll live in the plant, it'll be fine. And then this is pon, lecker, all sorts. I had to, I didn't have to, I had the urge the other day to repot some stuff. It was just not living its best life in my opinion. So that's what I do. So that actually is all freshly boiled and washed and everything else to kill all the any bits that came from any of the other plants. It's really important that you wash it, boil it, wash it, kind of thing. That's semi-hydro there. So as you can see, I put a base layer in first so the roots went at the bottom. We can then have a smaller reservoir which will then get wicked up naturally and the roots shouldn't rot too much. I am expecting some of these little spindly ones to rot 100%. Like I say, you've got to get used to being water roots as opposed to soil roots, but I think it'll do okay. On a side note, when we were faffing around, I made a brew. I emptied the water as you came back and saw there was nothing there. Athena, did she go out before?
Yeah.
Oh, she's having a drink. Made myself a brew, emptied the water, emptied the soil, cleaned out that tankard. What else to do? Oh, silly boy. I did several things actually. So I brought, oh, that's what I was going to talk about. I'm so sorry. I did knock the corm off. So we are going to have one corm that's going to grow off the mother. So it's still got two, but I got one. So we'll leave that there to remind me that it was just in front of my nose and I forgot about it. So anything is possible. I brought back clips. That was one of the other things that I did. And the other thing that I did, George has decided that he wants. He would like the monstera potting up. He was like, no, just leave it fine. I'm like, no, that means you want it, so we'll just do it. Clips done. So he bought a Monstera Thai Constellation. Guess how much? Guess. £9.99. £10, guys. £10. And it wasn't even in a cheap garden centre. It was one of the decent ones, but certainly more expensive ones. This one, he's never had one. He's always kind of liked them. Not my kind of thing. It's had a leaf removed, and as you can see here, its newest leaf has died. So we'll have to see, but it was only £4.99. So this is the Philodendron Ring of Fire, the little baby one. Place that on there. Sorry, Buddy's making noise. I was wondering what the hell was going on. Did I do with my tap? Sauce cocoa. I'm not expecting the roots to be great on this, I'm not gonna lie. It used to be a really, really good garden centre, and then it's been taken over by a very well-known garden centre company, which shall remain nameless. I don't need to be sued. Ain't got time for that. I was impressed. It was the first time we've been since they've taken over, and it just wasn't wowing me. Yeah, these are rotten roots. Rotten, rotten, rotten. Not all of them. It's only a baby plant, so it's got a very spindly root system anyway. The more roots it has, the better chance it has of being a fabulous plant. On the plus side, this soil mixture is awful. Ugh. On the plus side, no colour of death, which, yeah, it didn't have much else going for it, so thank God. That felt like... Yeah, so this was a cutting. It's $4.99, guys, but not too. God. But yeah, the whole garden centre's changed. It's completely not what it used to be. Which I get it, another company's taken over, so they're going to do their own thing. But it just looks really generic now. Whereas before it was like, ooh. Let's find a pot. Need a small pot. Can you pass me that pot? That will do. Sorry. George is sat in my chair editing at the moment. Headphones on, laptop on me, and everything making it to get up because shit around me. Think is that? Yeah, that'll be perfect. I started watching Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen last night on Netflix. It's like an 8-part series. Ooh, that's really good. If any of you like horror kind of things, 100% recommend. It's a bit bizarre. Don't know what's going on 100%, but fire sticker. I put the sticker somewhere. I stuck the sticker. Where did I stick the sticker? I was doing so well. Did I even take the sticker off? I did. Okay, so that's the philodendron ring of fire. I will forever be perplexed as to where the... Oh. Found it. £4.50. £4.99. It should have been £6.99, but it went through the till at £4.99. Which we weren't offended by, but yes. So fingers crossed for that one. We'll see what it does. We went like, ooh, this is going to do great things. But we'll see. And finally, as I say, the $9.99 Thai Constellation. And just to prove, look, £9.99. Amazing. Hi. Are you okay? They were $9.99 for this size. However, if you wanted one that was maybe 2 leaves bigger than this, in a pot, what was it, 50 quid? Right, just wait 2 weeks. Tyler was smaller than this when we got him. We got him like a year. Oh, this is in a plug. Okay. Nice roots. I don't like this soil mixture. Gently dip it. It's in one of those hard soil plugs, so it's not a net pot, which they are better than the net pots, but it's like pure cocoa coir plug. I just don't like it. I get why they do it. Right, I'm going to leave it at that because we've lost a few root ends. Small root bits. That one was a dead one. That was the biggest piece of root that I've lost. And literally the rest of it's like tips. Nothing major though. Look at how chunky that one is. But yeah, it's nothing major. The roots will be fine. But look how small this first leaf was. Look how teeny tiny. It looks like there was another plant in there. It kind of died, but it's got live roots, so I don't want to annoy it too much. But yeah, look how small the first few leaves are on this plant. Might have to take those off because although they're pretty, they're going to rot. So leave that to one side. Big size pot. I prefer the taller ones for these though, so not offended by a little bit of lecker being on the bottom. I'm going to go with that one. Just because it's... Unless you've got... Did we have any more of these ones?
No more moss then.
What?
No moss.
No. The tub that this one's in. The pot. Sorry. It's your plants.
Video.
That I wasn't going to do, darling. I think it'll... Yeah, then it'll last in there for ages. This tile is not even much bigger than this.
Tears in the game, next one up.
So that's literally, as you can see, at the base where I've taken those two little leaves off. They've been covered within the next couple of scoops. But I want to make sure it's got plenty of room to grow and plenty of stability and not let blow all over the place. So that's why I took those two leaves off. Just so that there's a nice comfy home. Because this is going to George's works, so I potentially won't see it again until there's a problem. At that point, George brings them home and goes, "Here, go sort that." Yeah, so that's our £10 from £9.99 Thai constellation. I know what it is, but I'm putting the label on because I'm just making a point of it now. That's that. Thai. Stingray. These all need watering through, and this will obviously need water. So yeah. Alocasia Stingray. Monstera Thai Constellation. Anthurium polycysticum. Alocasia Stingray baby. That I will not forget about. And philodendron. So you've had 4 different plants, 2 different ways of planting, well 3 when you count a moss pole, all in one video. Well 2 because my card ran out, but that's not my fault. It's director's fault. I'm just getting evil eyes. But yeah, I'll move those so you can see it once again. Too close to the edge. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope that was okay. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you managed to get some plenty of things done. I'm guessing there'll be quite a bit of music in this one because I was relatively quiet picking through some of those roots. This little corn, just in case you want to know, will go in a prop box with moss and some perlite, possibly some dirty moss. Well, fingers crossed it will grow and we will have a brand new plant. But if not, we have the mother plant and 2 other corns there. And it was a £5, guys. So yes, I hope you've had a wonderful time. I hope you continue to have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are and whatever it is. And we shall see you next week. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Please send me a comment. And share. Tell everyone. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your gran. But yeah, come on, bring him. Thank you very much. Take care, guys. Bye.